opportunities to be.
Why are we talking about anybody else? It's me
You
and
had
you.
the opportunity.
Why are we talking about anybody else? It's me
You
and
had
you.
the opportunity.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So they held the face-off, an exclusive face-off between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez after the press conference they held today. And Teofimo Lopez presses Shakur Stevenson, as you heard in that little clip, but we're going to get into this. Teofimo Lopez, who is 22 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's a 2-division champion, former unified lightweight, and reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion. Shakur Stevenson is Olympic silver medalist. He's a 3-division champion, former unified super featherweight, reigning WBC lightweight world champion with a record of 24 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, right? So they both highly decorated. They both former unified champions. That's something that gets overlooked, right? That is something that completely gets overlooked, that they're both former unified champions. But let's listen to this, shall we?
Needs to be.
Why are we talking about anybody else? It's me
You
and
had
you.
the opportunity to be the best at 135.
Okay.
You ain't tend to do that because.
So Teofimo Lopez is saying that Shakur Stevenson, he had the opportunity to compete and be the best at 135. And he didn't take the opportunity because of friendships. Because Shakur Stevenson has a close relationship and friendship with Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, who beat Sergey Derevyanchenko for the WBO title. Oh, excuse me. I said Sergey Derevyanchenko. Denis Baranchyk for the WBO title and had dominated Gustavo Lemos. But that's recently. And this is no slight or disrespect to Keyshawn Davis at all whatsoever, because you guys know I'm high on Keyshawn Davis. But Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, the truth of the matter is, Keyshawn Davis has just arrived on the scene. When Shakur started making a name for himself at 135, Keyshawn wasn't at that level yet. Okay, he really announced himself with the Gustavo Lemos fight, and then he made a statement against Denis Baranchyk and became the world champion. But the fight to be made at 135 was Shakur and Gervonta Tank Davis, and Tank Davis didn't take the fight. But let's keep listening.
Ow.
Because you got brothers.
My brothers. Hold on. Time out. Let's understand what you're saying.
Now, I completely understand, and I completely side with Teofimo Lopez on this when he says you got brothers and relationships in the sport of boxing that's going to prevent big fights from happening. 1,000%. But as far as him becoming a superstar at 135 or being the best at 135 and he ain't take the fight with Keyshawn Davis, that's false. Okay? That's completely false because, again, Keyshawn Davis had the fight with Gustavo Lemos. He made a statement. Then he fought Denis Baranchyk, won the title. Then he missed weight in his next title defense against Edwin Dos Santos, and he left the division. So there was conversations that they're the two best and eventually they would meet up and fight. But that was never presented, ever, okay? But the fight that was and should have been happening was Shakur and Lomachenko, Shakur and Tank Davis, and Shakur admitted he dropped the ball in the negotiations with him and Devin Haney before Devin Haney left the division. After Devin Haney beat Lomachenko, they started negotiations. Devin Haney made him an offer. Shakur wasn't happy with it. Devin stated, okay, you ain't taking what I'm offering. I'm out. I'm going to 140. And he fought Regis Prograis. Then he fought Ryan Garcia. So as far as 135, that was never on the table for Shakur. But as far as friendships in boxing, when you competing in the same division and y'all not blood brothers like Jamel and Jamal Charlo or Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko, nah.
Keyshawn had one fight where he got the belt, right? Right?
At 35.
Yes.
Okay?
After that fight, he had.
But you get what I'm
how
saying,
long
right?
did he have a belt for? No, you saying that I'm not fighting the best. I will fight anybody.
So Shakur says he will fight anybody. Well, that's not true. Because you are telling the world that you won't fight Keyshawn Davis. So you won't fight anybody. he's gonna go on to tell you that no amount of money in the world would put him in a position where he'll want to fight Keyshawn Davis. So you won't fight anybody. You'll fight anybody not named Keyshawn Davis.
But I'm just
But
saying,
not your brothers.
No, I'm not fighting somebody that I came up with.
And this is
Somebody I really been with, like on some real trenches. Me and this person, I'm not. There ain't no money in the world that's gonna make me do that, bro.
all right. So like, let's say that was
But
the
I will
case,
fight
right?
you.
Let's say that was the case, and
You
then,
the guy.
Y'all ain't gonna see no unifications at 40 if he
So he's saying now Tio says
tries to take mine.
Tio says you ain't gonna see a unification at 140. He says if he tries to take mines, what he meant is because he didn't want to concede that Shakur possibly beating him. So he says if he tries to take mines, he is trying to take yours January 31st. We already know that. But he means if he did take my belt, you ain't going to see a unification because Keyshawn is now at 140. And if Keyshawn gets a belt there, you won't see a unification because of his friendship with Keyshawn is preventing the best fighting the best. And I 1,000% agree with Teofimo Lopez. I 1,000% agree with Teofimo Lopez. 1,000%. Then you leave the division. Period. Like Jamal Charlo. When him and Jamal was champions in the division, Jamal said, both of us can't reside here. We can't both coexist in this division because there'll never be a single best in the division if we coexist in this division because we'll never fight each other. So you can have this division and I'm leaving. But they are identical twin brothers and blood brothers. Like Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko. They're not twins, but they're blood brothers. And they're vowed never to fight each other. That's completely different.
Cause he buddy with.
Ain't you gonna beat me?
But
And you came up in the trenches with a lot of different fighters, if you Shakur Stevenson. Period.
I'm saying.
Ain't you gonna
this is
beat
how
me?
I'm saying it.
That's what we
This is how I'm
have.
saying.
If you gonna beat me,
But I get where Shakur is coming from as well. Let me not understate that. There's some blood don't make you family. Let me start off by saying that. You know, I got to give Shakur credit on that standpoint because blood don't make you family, man. There's some people in my life that's not my blood family that's are far closer and far more trustworthy and could get anything from me than some of my family members. So Shakur, 1,000%. If y'all have built a bond, it is what it is.
No,
What are
I
we
know what
talking
I'm
about?
gonna do. I know what I'm
so
gonna do.
you gonna erase my name?
I know what I'm
from
going to do.
This 140.
Basically, what I'm trying to let you know
right?
is that boxing ain't gonna allow it.
He says boxing not going to allow it because you won't fight the best. They won't allow you to get a decision? Is that what you're hinting at? Or is he saying the boxing gods, because of his mindset and his approach, the boxing gods is not going to allow it to happen because they know that Shakur won't fight the best? Just sounds fishy.
But how boxing not gonna allow it?
It won't.
How?
Cause now you facing me.
Oh shit! I'm so scared. Tio, I'm frightened. I'm scared for my life. I'm facing you. Ooh. That shit don't move me, bro. I can't wait to see you. I've been waiting on this. Yo, I don't know how you don't understand. I've been waiting on this moment forever. Like, it's been years and years for this moment right here. You gave me the opportunity. I appreciate you for that. But shit come with it.
I think they both have a point. I agree with both of them. They both have a great point. Period. And if T.O. beats Shakur, we ain't got to worry about it. That's it. That's all. And another thing you have to take into consideration is that Teofimo Lopez is talking about not unifying the belts and saying that Shakur Stevenson, the boxing universe, won't grant him this victory because he don't want to fight the best or unify the belts. So then he's saying you ain't going to see a unification. Well, he, on two separate opportunities, he had the opportunity to unify against Devin Haney at 140. And he says that Devin Haney wasn't popping enough. He had also the opportunity to fight Devin Haney at 135 for undisputed. And he said that Devin Haney wasn't worth him fighting because he was already undisputed. So what is he talking about? That makes no sense in itself as well. You got to take that into consideration. You ducked Devin Haney on multiple occasions. And that they both was unification bouts. So what are you talking about? But let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blueblood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.